Okay, so I've got 6 Roman candles here. Okay, and great to add a little extra flair and spice to your show. Great thing about Roman candles is that they're daytime or nighttime. So let's get started and build a Roman candle rack. Hi, welcome back. For this episode, as you can tell, I got my six Roman candles. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to build just a 6-piece standard Roman candle rack. And what I mean by standard is that they're pretty much going to be going vertical. Now, with this design, you actually have the ability to have them all fire simultaneous or within a few seconds of each other. You can connect it to other pieces to make one big piece. You can fire them off individual to give a little bit more extension to your time, to your fuse channel. So there's a lot of different options that you have available with this particular product. And of course, as always, I'll make sure that your fuse channel is away from your crowd and covered so you don't get crossover with sparks or anything like that. So this kind of lets you see this. Of course, I'm panning in a little bit better so you can kind of see how it's actually built. Okay. Oh, I just knocked over my camera, so we kind of switch over, and as you kind of can see, the other side of it. Now these are 1x3. Okay. And just like the 4-piece, just to kind of show you, I use a 1-inch spade drill, just to kind of show you how it's kind of laid out. 1-inch spade drill bit, and then of course I drill through my holes first. Okay, and then on my base, okay, and just kind of pull this out here real quick so you kind of see. On my base, I don't go all the way through on the spade bit. So it gives me a little hole there basically on the bottom that I can just slide the Roman candles into to keep them kind of vertical, so as they're shooting off, they're not flopping around everywhere. Okay? And then one of the biggest things that, as you can kind of tell, so it gives you a little bit of a base there up close. So, okay, and then kind of set that aside for a second, and then, of course, as you can tell, there's the actual spade. You got some little rough edges on it, but overall, I mean, you can sand those down. I'm just not going to do that right now because I kind of want to show you how I do it. So what I do is I basically drill about halfway through, flip the board over, and then drill through the other side. That way it kind of keeps the cut kind of neat. And of course, I always test it, line it out, make sure that it's straight. All the holes are in alignment. So I take that, I draw my template on the base, and then of course use my spade bit to drill the hole. Okay, so again, just to kind of show you, we're just going to line it back up again. Okay. Just again to kind of look at the design just to make sure that all my holes are correct. You got some thunderstorms rolling through here, so you're probably gonna hear that in the background. So just kind of catch me off guard here a little bit, but I don't want to just kind of strike really close to the house and made me jump, but hey. Okay. So again, you just kind of look. We got 1x3 base. And of course, they stack right on top. And here comes the rain. So it's going to be another rainy night here. And so as you can tell, I film these one day. I do the narration the next day or a couple of days later. That way I can see what I'm doing and kind of explain what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And then first off, much like everything else, I'm going to do my base. Get my wood glue. Just make sure I got my sides lined up, which I do. Perfect. And just check to see on the inside. Okay. and that's going to be my end cap. Okay, perfect. Okay. So take this time as I'm doing this. I'm going to do the end cap first. We'll just kind of give you let you know, if you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, go in and take this time to do so now. Click on the little link in the lower right corner. Be sure to go and share this channel with all your fireworks enthusiasts, and try to get you some great ideas on some different racks and designs and things that you can use to make your show spectacular, and really kind of give you the opportunity to sit back and watch your own show. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the end cap on first. And the reason I put the end cap on first is because the side piece is going to go the full length of the end cap. So I'm just getting some glue here on the other. My glue is running low, so it's taking a few moments to get some to come out. And as I kick the camera again. Okay. So when it comes to Roman candles, there's a whole plethora of them. Again, like all these videos, if you notice, I'm trying to build an inventory, different manufacturers, because they're all a little bit different. They all have a little bit different functionality to them. Okay, so you just got my third time I kick the camera. I've got both of my end caps on, and I'm just going to move this up here a little bit so you can kind of see. I'm going to go and put the base on. And you know what, I'm actually going to do this one a little bit different, because there's multiple ways you put this together. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I've got my holes lined up. I'm actually going to put the top on first. And there's no right way or wrong way to put these together, but and this is why you kind of check and double check just to make sure that the holes are in alignment. Okay. And again, all these boards are pre-stained, so I actually stained them, cut them, stained the ends of them. It helps kind of speed up the build time. A day like today where it's rainy, I can actually go out and stain 4 or 5 boards, let them dry overnight, and then tomorrow I'm good to cut, do touch-ups. So that's pretty much how I kind of prepare to do these kind of videos. So again, you can kind of want to make sure that I can get them kind of level. Okay, so nice. I'll make a nice little box out of it. So what I'm going to do, and what's cut off at the top, is I'm just going to kind of level the top, use my nail gun, and I'm going to put in 3 nails. So then that way it kind of holds that secure. Again, you can use screws if you want to use screws. I'm using nails because all the stuff that's in here they don't have a lot of thrust, so to speak. So they you don't need to use heavy duty screws on them. They're just really there just to hold the Roman candles up in the vertical position. A little bit of room to play, so as they're going off, they're moving around. And if you haven't seen a Roman candle rack actually perform like this, it can be quite impressive. So again, you have a lot of different ways that you can go ahead and put this into your show. And of course, a package of Roman candles, they're cheap. That's how I kind of look at it. You get the biggest bang for your buck. Pun intended. Okay, so now I've got the sides on, I got the top on. I'm going to go ahead and put the end cap on, I should say. I'm going to kind of line up and put the side pieces on. side. And on these I just put, again, 2 1¼ inch nails. And because we're starting to get a little bit longer, I'm putting just put 2 nails in. This side. And as always, I apologize. It's kind of a windy day. As you can see, the bushes moving in the background. And of course, my air compressor is going to go off probably about 4 to 5 times per video. It's a little pancake air compressor. I like it, but it for some reason wants to, any type of movement, just wants to go off. But you know, you work through it. Okay, so I'm going to get this side. Okay. So once I have those on, I want to put the fuse channel in. Okay. So again, the fuse channel faces away from your spectators. So usually what I do is if there's any type of flaw in the wood, or you know, I will put the fuse channel on that side of it. So again, if you're out, you've got your show set up, and people want to see what you're going to do, and you're trying to explain to them, you know, you're going to look at the front, which is what you see on the one that's already built. You're going to see show them the front of it. And you're going to kind of walk to the front. And of course, the dedicated fuse channel again allows you to put multiple sets together. You can mix and match. We'll kind of cover that in some other later videos to give you some ideas on how you can lay it up. So put 2 on the side, put 2 on the top. Okay. And then the last pieces I'm going to add to them are going to be just a little support piece. And you're not going to see that, but you kind of see it in the picture. And it's just to give a little bit more sturdy base, so it doesn't, you know, knock over by wind. You know, if you get massive winds, that's going to be a little bit different story, but your average everyday wind is not going to, you know, knock it over. As you can tell, I've got a pretty windy day out here today. So then on these, I just do basically 4 of them. And I can also do a couple in the middle to kind of hold the end cap on it. So yeah, no matter where I go, whenever I'm buying any type of fireworks, I always, because Roman candles are so inexpensive, I always pick up a couple packages of them. And I try to look, you know, you can use, you know, 10 ball, 8 ball, 5 ball. In this case, I try to use the 10 ball on all of them, just because they last a little bit longer. So, but you got a whole bunch of different effects. Again, it's a 1-inch spade drill bit that I use with the drill press. So you want to make sure you always check the size of your Roman candles. You can always use a little bit higher, 1¼ if you want. And we're just going to test these so you guys see. Because I know some of the Roman candles are a little bit bigger on diameter. And there we go. And there we have it. There's a 6-piece standard Roman candle rack. Okay, now I've got 2 of them. Now I can, you know, utilizing a 12-channel fuse or 12-channel firing system, I can be symmetrical, have 2 of them going off, you know, separated from each other if I wanted to. When I'm lining it up, as you can tell, they just kind of match up, and just take a fuse all the way across. Again, your fuse time is going to determine your overall performance. So You can, let the fuse run all the way across, and we'll kind of cover some fuse options here in a second. Later on, I just need to go ahead and add to the fuse channel some aluminum foil tape, a couple cable wire holders, and as we do some design layouts or layout options, you'll see the totally finished product and kind of give you some ideas, and I'll give you some fuse ideas as well. Okay. So there we have it. Okay, flip over and just kind of let you see from the other side. This is a 6-piece standard Roman candle rack. So we thank you for watching the V3 Pyrotechnic Designs. If you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, do so now. Check out some great other how-to videos. And be sure to share our channel with your friends and family. Be safe, everyone. Thanks for watching.